apparently the internet has decided to
Gang,
take.
gang.
That's what this is.
They've taken
That's exactly what this
basically
is.
if you're wondering what's been going on. So Future came out with Metro, a nice joint album, and there's a song in
We
there
don't
called
trust you.
Like That featured Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar decided to use that opportunity to take some shots at J. Cole and Drake and All the Dogs album in First Person Shooter specifically. And it was that verse was pretty nice. Easily took
Very
shots, and
nice.
of course, the internet, as they do when probably the three biggest rappers currently in the world right now. When no, they have jabs against each other. The internet decides to go above and beyond. So Twitter and people have things to say. Kendrick keeping decades old beef alive, and then of course they link people together because oh, Metro got beef against Drake, and Future might got beef against Drake, and 21 Savage might be on Drake them side, and they basically turned this into a civil war and a beef of all beefs possibly. And it's just hilarious. People taking them like, oh, that was a diss. Kendrick basically said, Drake is trash. First Person Shooter was trash. Ain't no big three is big me, which is probably everybody's favorite lyric of that entire song. And it's crazy enough to the point that that one feature has basically overshadowed the entire album as a whole. It is wild and it is crazy and it's hilarious to see what the people in there decide to put up with and say. It's crazy and it's like not Light Pack, Prince, I Live My Jack. People have been diving into these lyrics so much, trying to find every little individual, dart that was thrown is crazy. Now everybody's waiting and hoping on J. Cole and Drake's rebuttal response, this track of their own. It's crazy. So everybody just waiting and weighing out their opinions and hoping that this civil war really becomes a civil war as a whole.
They got Yachty on their side. Now it's over with.
And because I know the further down I go
Oh
on
my
my
God.
co-hosts under me, the more debaucherous and crazy is probably gonna go with your opinion. So I'm gonna start out nice. Ms. Ebony Moonbeam, what do you think of hip hop as a whole right now with this Kendrick and Lamar beef?
I really appreciate it. Y'all know me. I'm a problematic person. I like
Let's go.
problematic.
Let the toxic free.
Right. Let the toxic flag fly. I'm here for it. I love a good rap beef. And to be honest, rap has not, at least male rap, I'm going to be honest, hasn't really done a whole lot for me in quite some time outside of like a song here or there. But when I when I listen to that, let me tell you. First off, Kendrick's voice is always peak in my opinion. But everything that he had to say, I was like, oh shit. And the thing is, I don't follow a whole lot of this beat to begin with, but I knew instantly who he was talking about when I heard it. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm interested to see the response. It it's funny that we talk about how when it comes to beef like these days, especially with everything that just recently happened with Nicki and Meg and all of that stuff like that, there was a lot of tweeting and a lot of social media stuff. And Lotto said it best, like, get in the booth, bitch. And so it's like, all right, Kendrick got in the booth and he left no crumbs. And so now I'm ready to see what happens next. I love this. This is, if you're going to be problematic in the industry, this is the way I want to see it done.
Unico Williams, aka J Dot. We know whose side you on. Speak.
Man, none of
He
like,
chose a side.
first of all, I want to say that these covers, these Civil War memes, y'all funny as hell
Brilliant.
for that.
Flappers, bro. People
Like,
are in their
Brilliant.
bag.
I wish somebody would do this in like 2020, matter of fact, 2002. Like, I want to see a Civil War thing in like between 1999 and 2002. I would like to see the Civil War poster for Biggie versus Tupac. That would be a funny Civil War.
That got a little serious though.
I was
I
just
mean,
saying, niggas died in that. It's a little more serious than a
But I'm
bar here
saying
and
I would
there.
like to see what that Civil War angle was. Like, what poster would you put for that? I think that'd be a cool poster to see in regards to see where was rap going at that time.
Yeah.
This right now involves Drake. And if I can do an NBA comparison,
U.S. versus Canada, baby.
I would say, as far as popularity goes, Drake is your LeBron James. Because he's always there. You're going to keep talking
always
about him. Longevity. Like that's LeBron James. Kendrick Lamar, who would he be? Some kind of point guard. I'm not sure which one.
He gotta be Steph. He got the classics.
I guess he does have classics. He has rings, I guess. So J. Cole
is a classic.
J. Cole might be the Kawhi Leonard of things. Like he got that championship. He was
he's
good,
like
you know?
that
The
sleeper.
Kawhi.
He's like the sleeper. Like he
Oh,
comes
wow.
out, he does
You-
his thing,
you-
and then he just
Omega?
kinda
You hit
disappears.
Go
that
for it.
random game winner that one time and won a whole continent a championship. That's cool. You did that shit.
That's crazy.
I said, wow, I have nothing.
But I mean, that's the only way I could do really
I'm
decipher
not gonna
this.
hold J. Cole like that.
Well, I mean, because
That's crazy.
I'm just thinking about discography because we always have this argument about the best rappers, and they say Tupac and Biggie. Okay, let's talk about how many albums did they come out with in their short time being on this earth.
I don't think is the Tupac Biggie thing still an argument though. Or
It's still an argument.
Trying to
Yeah,
argue.
It might not. It
That's
might not be
sad.
an argument for certain people because their mind is already set on but they've moved on from Tupac and Biggie, and now here we are, right?
I mean, body of work matters, folks. Is it tragic they didn't get to fulfill that to a broader degree? Yes, but does it make the discography any longer? No.
And does the discography having a longer discography mean that you're better?
When you're
Because people got a
putting
lot
out
of
quality
albums.
like Kendrick,
Yeah,
yes.
it's about
No.
quality. No, that's
But-
what I'm saying. It's about
Yeah.
quality over the
Exactly.
quantity. Like there's people that can come out and anytime they drop music, you go running.
And
You know
that's
what
why
I mean?
we.
One thing I can't say is I love Drake. I've been a Drake fan since Degrassi. So I was a Drake fan before he was a real rapper. And but I can honestly say that he puts out music so much that even a lot of his recent stuff I don't love as much as originally. But he does do his thing. But does that mean that he's a better rapper because people are always using him for features and he puts out music every so often compared to Kendrick or J. Cole, which release albums less? But when Kendrick drop an album, everybody that's a Kendrick fan go running.
Keyword.
And Kendrick's slowly having that Jay-Z effect on old niggas too.
Keyword.
I
Like,
feel
niggas
that
got,
too.
Mr. Morale and the Steppers is gospel, nigga.
No,
I'm like,
but-
damn.
but
is
you're-
it?
but you're right.
I mean, it
You're-
is,
you're
but,
right,
but
Monroe.
damn.
Unico.
You said Kendrick fan, but Kami said it best. He's having like the Jay-Z effect, in my opinion, where people that didn't listen to him or aren't necessarily super like I like Kendrick, but do I go buy his albums and stuff? I don't buy anybody's albums like that anymore or whatever. But when was the last time I listened to a full album of any hip hop artist outside of probably Meg? I don't know. But that's because I'm a hottie. I want to be out in the streets drinking Hennessy.
Hey, yo.
But but when it comes to that, I do feel like when he releases something, I go and listen to it. I go find it. So even though he's not necessarily on my radar where he's all up in my playlist where it notifies me when he drops a song, the minute I saw Kendrick drop something, I went looking for it.
Unico Williams, you continue.
So all I'm saying is that like again, Drake just has that he don't miss. And this song came out, the audio of this song that Kendrick is referring to, First Person Shooter, that came out 5 months ago. Now here we are. We're talking about it right now.
He returns
And then-
fire on his own time.
And,
Well, I mean,
and-
it was
and-
really just when Future dropped the album. It was just like he's out to wait for the album to drop. He didn't do
Yeah, it
anything.
was a feature at the end of the day. We don't know how
It
long
was
they
a
were working
feature.
on the album.
But I gotta say, man, Drake and Future, they make beautiful music together. It doesn't even matter. It's for the
Apparently
speakers.
not anymore. They're not gonna.
Well, I mean,
They're not
I
gonna
think
do
that
that.
if they look at the feedback from this, we're all saying no, we never gonna get diamonds, dropping on the dance. We're never gonna get that again. Like that we want this. I think that
And the
Drake.
strippers cried out in unison.
I think that Drake
Yes.
and Future work things out at the end of this whole situation because there's way too, like if they go on a tour of them just dropping just dropping like just singing their last album they did together, it's going to sell out. I'm going to Gainesboro Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana to go see it. I'm going to what's the biggest? I'll go to what's the biggest one they got? Los Angeles Rams. There's where they're at. I'm going there. They're going to sell a state. They're going to sell a stadium.
Hey Joe. The day that they released this, you remember I said I was gonna get the tickets, but I said I changed my mind. The day after they released it, J. Cole and Drake was performing, and I didn't go to this concert.
That is a tidbit, and actually, that's a great way to transition into your thoughts on this. Go ahead, Zelmay.
I'm about to show the screen. Before we start, I need everybody to do it now. Metro asked the question. He unfollowed Drake right before he sent this tweet.
We don't trust you.
Once you pick a side, stay there. Whose side y'all picking before I go? Let's go. Monte?
Stand on business.
Me?
Yeah.
Which side are you on?
Like, what are you talking about?
Metro said pick a side.
It's too mixed up. No, it's too mixed up in this. Like you got
these niggas tripping. I'm on K-Dot's side. Fuck that.
If there's a civil war, like this has to be three sides, bro. There's all three of them are different artists.
And I love
there's
Cole.
no way.
I love Cole. That's crazy.
If it goes based off of this photo, since I was Team Cap,
like
I would have to go K-Dot.
See?
We go on this one. If we go based off of the photo, I was Team Cap, so I would have to go with K-Dot.
I wasn't Team Cap.
Representation because they're all three split into three different like crowds, right? Like there's Drake fans.
They'll pick
niggas out here simplifying shit, Joe.
They'll pick a size. K-Dot went after both of them.
Well, okay. I'm gonna let y'all pick a side then. First, let's start with you, Zelmay. The fence sitter of all time.
I picked Kendrick, dog.
I picked Kendrick too. I was gonna say,
Zelmay's about to fence sit and say, I choose hip hop. Hip hop win.
I literally just said
Kendrick. No, he picked a side though. He didn't sit on the fence.
I picked Kendrick.
I mean, if I gotta pick a side, it's not hard for me because I don't like Future and I like Drake. So
not liking Future is crazy.
Yeah, I knew my take on pick Drake.
You dance in the rain. You dance in the rain. How the fuck don't you like Future?
If it comes to lyricism, I would probably go K-Dot. But if it comes to the music that I listen to on a regular basis, I would have to go Drake. The man make hits and he makes all different types of hits. You can listen to it in the shower. You can listen to it on a road trip. You can listen to it in the strip club. It don't matter what the situation is. There's a Drake song for it. So I would have to go with Drake on that terms. And I'm not a huge Future fan. I like his voice, but I don't like his.
Wait. This gonna help Joe. Yeah, he said
help me out. You already made
Joe. Jay said fuck Drake. So whose side he on? Joe, whose side you on?
J-Dot, you all that's left over, man.
Jay said fuck Drake.
Drake is beefing with Megan Thee Stallion. He's got a lot going on all type of fronts. Why is Megan Thee Stallion
that's right. He is beefing with her.
Why is she not on one of these posters?
My answer.
Oh, she would K-Dot too. We got hey.
We are cornering the market.
Would you ever put K-Dot on the same poster as Kendrick Lamar?
What?
Huh?
You mean what?
Would you put Kendrick Lamar in the same lane as Megan Thee Stallion?
Oh, there we go. That's not what you said at all. Nigga,
that's exactly what I said.
No, you said Kendrick and
K-Dot.
Wait, are Kendrick Lamar and K-Dot two different people, or am I missing something?
They're the same one.
No, they are the same person.
But you said K-Dot. Would you put K-Dot and Kendrick Lamar on the same post? You said me.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion, are they in the same lane?
No, not remotely.
Do you respect that on this poster? On this poster, would you respect that?
Joe, if it makes you feel better, she is just behind the star.
We forgot Meg, Drake, this and Meg. Meg on Kendrick's side and Nicki Minaj on Drake's side.
Nicki on one side and Meg on the other. Holy shit! You're right. You're fucking right.
Then it's K-Dot. Because I'm never going on Nicki's side.
I mean, I'll be real.
Let's go.
To finish this out before I continue, if you were to put Nicki in there, then that might end up dragging Wayne to Drake's side, and I'm
Oh,
automatically.
Wayne already on Drake's side. You know
I was gonna say Wayne's already on Drake's side.
And I'm automatically picking that side. It was never even a conversation.
Eminem gonna be on Kendrick's
I
side.
love K-Dot as much as possible. K-Dot ain't gonna have a lot of help if you could.
My white side jumps
and
for
Wayne on the
door.
same side. He ain't get and
For
J. Cole.
Eminem.
Look, I love K-Dot as much as possible. He ain't beating all this.
Love him.
Eminem gonna be on Kendrick's side because they in the
Then I'm sticking with Kendrick. I love
That
Eminem.
That good old Interscope family, Dr. Dre back there just tuning up the beat maker.
Yep. 50 somewhere in the cut.
What do you say fuck me for?
Unico Williams, did you have another spiel or we'll continue with that?
No, man. I'm off the tracks. Go ahead, man. I just asked the question.
But I want to know whose side you on. They said fuck Drake. Are you on
Right? You still ain't pick a side. You made everybody pick a side, but yourself.
Well, I made it.
Pick a side and
I mean-
stand on business.
Okay, I'm because I don't see a real like neither of them can say why they hate each other. I don't understand. If I'm going with something to listen to,
It's called a pissing match, Joe.
so if it's a pissing match, then Drake wins it.
On the Civil War
3-2.
side? You going against Ye? Okay.
I'm not going to get. See,
Hey.
you're bringing in new people. Like I was just trying to
No,
make a point.
Kanye
of
was-
bringing
Y'all
in
said
other people.
fuck Drake.
I'd say Kanye's the one that dropped that tweet.
Travis
Officially,
Scott on
they're
this
not
other
in
team,
there
too.
though. We're not worried about
But
it.
but
Right now,
Drake
it's slowly
Drake
becoming-
Drake 100% is just coming out with. He's more relevant. Period. And that's what we have to go off of right now. He's going to keep on topping the charts and keep on making. Kendrick can go outside and chill in a Prius and tell us how he loves driving a Prius all day he wants to and give us an album every 5 years and tell us again about how I love bologna sandwiches and driving Priuses.
Crazy.
I'm going to
Prince
rock with
outlive
Drake.
Mike Jack, Joe. Prince
I'm
outlive
going to
Mike
rock
Jack.
with Drake. No, hey, and you know what? I've said this before on our show right here on Make It Make Sense, brought to you by Unico Williams. Do you hear me with Unico Williams? I've said Prince. I prefer Prince over Michael Jackson.
I do too, honestly. I said the exact same thing.
But the comparison is
Brought
people
to you
say,
by Overall 99 Media. Brought to you by Waifu Views.
but people
No,
say, but
Yeah,
no,
you just got signed up saying Prince is better than Michael Jackson. How do you feel about that? You don't have a choice.
Waifu
let's
Views.
Purple
reel
Rain.
it in.
Nope. You gotta stay. You're on our side now.
One mic.
No.
One mic.
I love Prince.
You better go get a new
Hold on,
blouse, girl.
No.
Let him finish.
All I'm
Come
saying
back.
is Waifu Views. She really runs Overall 99 Media. Make It Make Sense. Blurred Cartel. Paramount.
That is not what the patriarchy says at all.
So I'm just saying, brought to you by, but I'm just saying but their views are not the same as my views, but I'm just under their umbrella company.
Nasty word.
You can have it.
Joe
I
and
love
Watson
that.
was
That's why I'm able to raid this podcast whenever I want to, because I run this shit. Y'all just
Absolutely.
didn't know.
100%.
They run and talk about the patriarchy, but it's really
A matriarchy.
No, it's still the patriarchy.
It's a woman's world. It's
Let's
just
be
a woman's
understood.
world.
She runs the
Shogun, Joe.
under.
Joe just like Shogun. Oh
She
boy,
runs
thank
the
you.
three
You
people under.
run the show.
Hey, don't do that.
FX.
I run the 3 people under me. Not
Yeah,
you.
you run
That's crazy.
We're a team. We're a team.
Okay, yeah, I'll take team.
Afro Kami, you can speak.
Hey, listen. Kendrick pulled up, shots fired. Y'all niggas got 72 hours to return fire, or it's an L. It is what it is. But
May I ask you a question, Afro Kami? So was this a bloodbath when Drake fought back at Meek Mill? And that's all.
Nigga, Meek Mill is not Kendrick Lamar. Meek Mill better go talk to P. Diddy.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, y'all know the fucking vibes. But
isn't greater. We're not
I'm just asking a question. So Meek Mill doesn't even hold a candle to Kendrick Lamar?
Meek Mill let 6ix9ine punk him with his security. Fuck that shit. But no, K-Dot pulled up. He was on some anime shit. Niggas was trying to argue about who the big 3 were. He pulled up real quick, hit these niggas with a nice little gum Gatling, and he's like, "What y'all gonna do about it?" He got it off real quick on a random feature. Not that I'm saying this is a random album. Shout out Metro Boomin. Shout out Future. We don't trust you. I get it. But hey, you love to see it. This is what I like to see in rap. I like to see these niggas talking shit about each other because this is a nigga that, whether indirectly or not, he sort of affects your paycheck to a certain event. If you book the same concert in the same town at the same time, you want more people to show up than he does. That's a fact of the matter. These niggas ain't signed to the same record label. These niggas there ain't no friendly competition. Y'all niggas are fighting for shares of the market.
But technically, all three of them around their own.
Get out of him. That's what you're supposed to be doing. This is what I like to see. And you gotta love it because these niggas are big enough to where this shit can be just rap. I don't think they're loading up in Cali right now to drive over to the Six God's house. I'm just saying.
Who said who really wants to see a Canadian versus America beef and it just be the first?
Hey, in rap, I want to see it every day. They got some random niggas up to. But no,
Tory Lanez from rap from the prison.
This is the stuff.
Tory Lanez is out here. He's on the Civil War.
I know Tory Lanez is in prison.
I was about to say he ain't out
and
here.
His name. No, hold on. His name isn't Tory. His name is Daystar Peters. We got this right after the conviction came in. His name is Daystar Peters. That nigga. No, you gotta get away with the crime if you want to keep that title. But here we go.
Man.
That's all. That's all.
What the fuck, man?
That's gonna
Kendrick said he's a boogeyman.
I'm just saying. This is what we need in hip hop. We need a battle of lyrics, and I don't need these niggas to go and cut off the beat and have a legitimate battle. But some of the greatest songs we've gotten are when niggas are beefing with each other. There ain't nothing to make a fucking party pop like a good, well-placed diss track, as long as you're not Nas picking the beat for Ether. But, I mean, you love to see it. This is the kind of shit I love to see. This is why the SoundCloud era was so magnanimous, because all of these niggas dissed each other with reckless abandon. And none of it, I mean, did some of it turn real at some point? Yeah, RIP to everybody that's on. But for the most part, it remained on wax, so to speak.
I do want to give Kendrick this much love. In 2015, when I stopped caring about rap because it was slowly going away, we had what's the name, Macklemore bringing out like them what's the name song?
Jeez.
The all that thrift store jam that raised the Goodwill stock. It raised the Goodwill stock, yo, literally.
Kendrick dropped Control, and then people cared about rap. Okay, now everybody's saying, everybody on this panel be like, hey, did y'all listen to how much rap y'all listened to this year or last year?
Oh, you me? A whole lot.
Mainstream, just say mainstream tour.
Oh, okay. Mainstream rap, not a whole lot. No.
You need to go
and I'll answer that too. I'm waiting for a Tyler the Creator album, honestly, before I listen to anything new.
Well, you got another year and some days.
I don't know how long it's going to be, but I know this much. I'm still listening to the liked on my playlist on Spotify at this point because
that's what I do. Like songs.
I don't care for anybody.
Listen, and Kendrick got us talking about.
I'm actively looking for new artists regularly.
Kendrick dropped a verse, and now everybody talking about music and rap now. On my whole Twitter, just music.